in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series, featuring the New Age squad of Chosen. Arak, Sai, Marmaduke 9, and Liam followed their prologue before the events of the New Age campaign, and maybe catch some foreshadowing elements along the way. Having been awake for over 40 hours, you, Liam, are in desperate need of rest. Going from repairs to protecting yourself to investigating to more repairs, you haven't gotten a chance to rest. You know that the solar orbiter is on course for an unknown system that is approximately 599.99 light cycles away. So you have time to rest. You finished getting all the food supplies situated on the lower level. You've taken the time to begin pulling apart unnecessary portions of the spacecraft in order to repair the drive core. However, all of this is exhausting, and every time you have a moment to breathe, you begin to nod off. Buddy notices this and says, "Warning, lack of rest will cause inefficiency in repairs. Recommend power nap." What do you do?
Sleep is for the weak, buddy. We need to fix the ship.
Inefficiency. Likely.
Liam grumbles and trudges off into his room. And just once he reaches there, just falls over onto the bed.
You hear Buddy say,
Doesn't take off his armor or anything.
Say, stubbornness, 72%, and dropping.
What is dropping?
Stubbornness.
I'm sorry, adjust your audio. So after that little nap,
But before anything, as you go to sleep, I would like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Alright, so let's stir crazy. 1d12 discipline, which will. Okay. That 7 always scares me. That's a +4, so 11.
As you begin to drift off, you hear the voice of your mother speaking to you. Liam, can you grab me the wrench over there? And you see your hand goes over and grabs onto it, and you hand it over to her. You look at her face, and it looks blank. The only thing you see is her mouth. Her hair is covering her eyes, her nose, but it almost looks like there's no facial features above her mouth. And you see her begin to work on some machinery, and she's explaining to you the different parts of it. And then as she looks over at you, you see her eyes glow a bright white, just like that of the monstrosity that you fought before, and you see her teeth begin to get all serrated as she goes to bite onto you, and you wake up.
Oh jeez, what the... Yeah. That was a dream.
You slept for...
This is why I don't sleep.
You slept for approximately 32 minutes.
That's 32 minutes enough.
Power nap. Unsuccessful.
It was 32 minutes. I'm good.
You get up and you begin to walk over towards where are you going specifically?
Let's check the bridge real quick.
The door opens up and you begin to walk over towards where the bridge is. And as you get inside, you actually hear an alert system going off.
Yeah, let's go to the alert.
As you go over to it, it gets louder and louder. And as you check on it, you see there's a radar system that is specifying that there is an unknown anomaly in the area.
Buddy, got any intel on this?
The alert suddenly turns off, and Buddy says, "Unknown anomaly. Recommend
size.
Recommend evasion tactics."
Can you do that?
He goes silent for a second, and then he says, "Negative. Cannot."
Okay. Give me the instructions. I've never flown this thing.
And you hear a on your codex as you see an instruction manual of how to fly a ship of this size.
Looks like I got a few years to learn. Guess the captain's chair.
You go into the captain's chair. And you hear Buddy say, "Negative. Pilot's chair." In the front.
I knew that was testing you, and I quickly rush over to the pilot's chair.
You go over to the pilot's chair, where Pilot Hager would usually sit. And as you go over to it, you begin to check all the systems. And it looks like it's heading towards some kind of it's some kind of anomaly. The systems seem to be guiding it straight towards wherever this is.
Great. Let's see what this button does. And I start working on it.
Go ahead and roll me
Basically,
a piloting check.
you want me
But
to-
you'll
is
add
this
you'll
before I
add
try to choose what I want to do, or
uh
uh,
well what do you want to do?
basically just a slight evasion? Kind
Alrighty.
of go around it. Something simple, not that complex.
Go ahead and roll me a piloting with intellect instead of agility.
Wait, piloting's agility?
Yeah.
Oh, I would be screwed. I suppose not too much. Not compared to Int. It's not too far away from Int. So, god damn it. This dice is going to get retired. That's another 7 for, you said Int?
Yeah.
So that's a 19. I'd rather get various numbers. Although I say that, and I'm going to get a 1 next time I roll.
You begin to set the an invasion path for the ship. As you do so, you see the anomaly gets put off the screen, and then you hear Buddy say, "Evasion successful."
Do you think, how close are we from this thing?
We are 5 marks out.
You think that's, in eyesight?
Negative.
Hmm. We don't have any probes, do we?
Negative.
Hmm. I don't suppose you'll volunteer for that.
Volunteer. How?
You know, just shove you in ahead, throw you out, see what you can see. Bring you, drag you back in.
I serve you, Buddy.
Not one for talking, are you?
Talking. I am not talking. I am responding.
Alright. Let's, let's go to his council then. My original plan. Now that that's been avoided.
Okay, so you go to the where do you go specifically?
The buddy's little
Okay,
console.
his
Remember
console.
when I shot it?
All right, you go up to it, and
Let's assess the damage there.
there's a few things that you're gonna need to repair, but you can go ahead and roll a mechanics check.
Mechanics. That's oh gosh, I forgot. Mechanics int. So that's a 14 plus 11. That's a 25.
25. You're able to actually repair most of the damage on it. This takes you approximately about like 3 hours to fix though. And yeah, that his system is all fixed, and you can talk to him through it.
That's good. I don't want Buddy to hurt.
I do not feel pain.
You don't have any slightest self-preservation protocols?
I preserve the life of Liam.
Well, thank you, but what about yourself?
I preserve the life of Liam.
Okay, sounds good. So what's next on the... Let's go to the drive core. Let's try to fix that.
All right. So you head over to the drive core, gather all the supplies that you believe that you will need, and I would like you to roll me a
Perhaps the mechanics.
mechanics or craft.
Let's see.
Craft will be easier.
All right.
Make the check easier if you use it.
We're crafting. Oh, yeah. Glad we are. That's 3. So that's a 17.
All right. You are able to work on this, but this is a big project. This is going to take some time.
Perhaps 500 cycles.
Not that long. Not that long.
Fix the engine just to make it to my destination anyway.
You are fixing up the drive core. This takes probably about like 2 days worth of work to get it done.
Okay.
Over.
I basically just want to get it to be not about to blow up.
Yeah. You
Stabilize it.
you're able to stabilize this. By the end of your time doing this, you're kind of fixing up the last bit, and then you hear again the alert system begin to sound off from the
Gosh,
bridge.
dang it. What is it, buddy?
Anomaly return.
Like self-propulsion, or are we just about to hit another thing?
Unknown. Trajectory has altered. Recommend immediate evasive action.
Alright, I rush to the pilots.
You rush over to the pilots and you check outside. You actually check the view outside of the bridge, and you see what looks like this strange warping of space-time.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
And it looks like your ship is heading straight towards it.
Let's make an adjustment. This time a little more extreme.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another piloting check.
Come on. Yes, 11. So that's 14, so 25.
You begin to adjust it, and the ship begins to move away, but you see it's almost like it's pulling the ship towards this anomaly. You hear Buddy say, evasive action unsuccessful, gravitational pull massive, recommend activating drive core.
Let's situate the... Do I need to draw this for you? How do I explain this? Basically, I want to turn the ship at a very harsh angle against the object. So more of the main thrusters are pushing against it.
Okay, so you want to basically turn it around. Currently, the ship is technically like, its side is moving towards it, rather than its front. Like the front of the ship is kind of facing to the left of this what looks like a strange anomaly in space.
Okay. Basically, instead of using the auxiliary thrusters, I want to use the main thrusters.
Okay.
Preemptively turn those on.
Okay, so
and then let's rush to the drive core.
Okay, so first I would like you to roll me another piloting check, but this time just with agility.
Oh. That's a 2.
Oh. Okay.
Agility, so that's just straight, so that's a 12.
Alrighty. You go and begin the rotation of the ship so that the thrusters are facing towards this anomaly. And then you rush over to the drive core. You're basically done with fixing it. There's only like you basically have to just put on the shielding so that it doesn't start to destroy the inside of the protective chamber.
Let's do that this time.
Okay, you
So you
go ahead and roll me a mechanics check
Yep.
or craft.
Yep. Oh crap! God damn it! I'm just getting unlucky here. So that's a 3 plus 14 for crafting, so that's a 17.
Okay, yeah, you're able to easily enough put on the protective shielding that you were able to weld together, and it seems like it's fixed to a certain extent. You feel like you did a good job, and now it's time to start it up. If you are, Buddy does say, quickly recommend activating drive core.
Already on it.
And you,
So yeah, let's push the big red button.
okay, you go and push the big red button.
I don't know if it's actually a big red button. I was just saying that.
Okay, give me one moment. I gotta. Where is it? There it is. You suddenly hear the drive core begin to power on. And then it sounds like the ship begins to it sounds like it's beginning to kind of power up. The drive core is all the systems begin to power on. You see all the lights flickering. You do see the energy flowing inside the drive core begin to charge up even more. And then it sounds like, well, Buddy yells out, drive core power successful. Recommend immediate return to captain's chair.
I'm probably already running to the pilot's chair.
Okay, you rush over, and you see the thrusters are now facing towards this anomaly, and the actual radar is picking up that you are right by there at this very moment by the anomaly.
The equivalent of afterburners in space. Because let's turn those on.
Yeah, you end up turning them on and basically turning everything on. You hear Buddy say, recommend unloading large objects from ship.
How's that supposed to help?
Recommend unloading large objects from ship, and
what do we have?
You see the gravity it's still pulling back. The drive core is still kind of fighting against whatever this gravitational pull is. You hear Buddy say, unload captain's chambers, unload pilot's chambers, unload
able to be
cryostasis.
jettisoned? Wait, those can get jettisoned?
Affirmative.
I guess. Okay, let's do that. It doesn't seem to be working.
And you hear, go to captain's chair. Confirm.
I go to the captain's chair to confirm.
You go over and you press down your hand, and then you see it scan your hand, and then you feel, and you look on the radar. There are 3 objects, and you hear something like something in the back of the ship. As suddenly your ship begins to jettison forward away from this anomaly, and you see the drive core. The drive core is there. You can push it, you can punch it to where you go forward, but you don't know exactly where you'll be heading specifically.
I mean, it's away from the anomaly, right?
Yeah. But you haven't punched in a navigational chart yet, so.
Well, we're in a space. Well, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
You're in the middle of nowhere. But think of this as like you're gonna jump to hyperspace and then appear wherever you're gonna go. So, do you want to punch in a navigation?
I don't have anywhere to go though.
That is true. So you want to just go with it?
Do I want to go to where probably weird hand thing is sending me, or just drift the stars? I suppose let's just continue on with the old address.
All right. Go ahead and so you're just gonna punch it, and the ship.
I still got projects.
The ship blasts off through space, away from the anomaly.
Finish my projects,
and you begin to finish your projects. So you were wanting to upgrade your Hadron Blaster, was it, or your?
I believe it was. Ion. Let me double check. What this thing against? Hold on, turn on. I wouldn't have this problem if I didn't forget to plug it in. Come on, turn on. But yeah, basically the blaster. Let's do a more cautious approach to this instead of the haphazard job.
Yep. Go ahead and roll
Gosh,
craft.
It's going to be the ugliest thing ever. Crafting?
Yeah.
Wait, I think they wrote it down. Yeah, I already have it. Okay, so let's do crafting. This is my lucky number, 7. God damn it. So that's 14, so 21.
21. This is a little pet project as you're working on this. You're able to actually. So what's the rank of your blaster?
Weapon Tech Blaster. The rank?
Yeah. Probably a rank 3 or something.
Oh yeah, is that primary 3? Is that? Did they just? Yeah. I forgot to put that down. So yeah, the way I wrote it was primary, secondary. So Yeah, it should be a rank 3.
Okay, so you have a tech blaster, a tech blaster, right?
Yes.
All right, ranged. All right, yeah, you're able to rank it up to rank 4. Using the materials in the ship.
I use that. You what?
And you fix
Cool.
any issues with the actual mechanics of this tech blaster, so that it doesn't, explode.
Blow up.
Yeah.
One-time grenade use.
Yeah. Which would have been an interesting development had you thrown it.
To lose an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I used the drive core instead, because that's so much safer.
Yeah.
Just for narrative speaking, I would like the idea of going back and forth between fixing the frame and fixing the gun.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
those small projects.
Yeah. You're going back and forth
for
between.
rolling dice.
You're going back and forth between them, and Buddy does tell you, say, Loki. He actually says, Buddy, must warn. Coordinates coming up. 24 hours.
Oh, that's not a lot of time. So let's. For now, let's. How do I want to do this? Basically, I want to make a chassis for the AI to be in. That's. I don't think I have enough time to actually put them in a self-propelled frame. But can I put them in a small enough to carry frame? If you've ever have you ever played Halo Reach?
No, but I think
Okay, so you would know.
You basically want a little robot guy that you could carry, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can look this up later, but basically, Cortana was given to Noble 6, and it's just like a container with the AI, and they just carry that around.
Okay.
Hopefully, to maintain contact with this, so I can talk to him.
All right, so you take the frame of the monstrosity and begin to take it apart to try to use whatever materials that you can to build Buddy a little frame for himself.
Yeah, a little
home.
He's my little buddy.
Yeah. And over the course of the next 24 hours or so, you work on this alongside your gun while Buddy's being uploaded to the frame that you have built for him. You're working on the gun. And then eventually you hear Buddy say, approaching destination, T-minus 20 minutes.
Not enough time. Is it finished or?
The upload of Buddy's AI into the frame that you have built, it hasn't completely finished. But your gun is complete.
Uh, when you mean finish, like just the upload, so I'm just kind of waiting.
Yeah, you're basically waiting at this point.
Okay. Let's go to the comm rooms.
Okay.
'Cause I'm probably gonna need to talk to someone.
You go to the comm rooms.
What's the damage? I remember
You had fixed it, remember?
Oh yeah.
That was like the first thing that you fixed.
I thought I was tearing things apart from it. Oh well. Okay. Never mind. I must have misremembered what I asked for. Let's go to the bridge to see what's going on, because we got 20 minutes for it.
All right. Yeah, you go to the bridge and you just see this. The screen is practically just all red at this point. You can't see any. There's no actual features of space currently. But you do see.
You just sent me off to nowhere.
You do see the navigational chart is leading you through different jump routes, and then after you have waited this last 20 minutes, you see that the drive core begins to power down, and then you come out of the jump. And you look out to see, it looks like the screen is beginning to bring up the actual what you're able to see outside of your ship, and you see a large it looks like a massive planet that is completely void of any life, but it glimmers with this bright silver hue on the outside as your lights kind of the ship's lights shine upon it, and you're just
a load of nothing.
You're just floating there.
We don't have any. Do we have any sensors on this ship?
We have scanning. Would you like to do a planetary scan?
Yes, please.
Go ahead and roll a planetary.
Where did I put that 12? There it is. Planetary. That's ins. That's 3, so 15.
As you go and operate the planetary scanners, the ship begins to scan it, and you look over all of it. It looks like it is the surface of this world is void of all life. There's no life on it. It is made out of a metallic surface of some kind, of some kind of unknown substance.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing.
There's one thing that pops up on the screen, and it shows in Psyox text at the very bottom of it, it says, "Hello, Liam."
Buddy, you didn't say anything, did you?
Negative.
Huh. Could have sworn. I'm not liking this.
What do you do?
Hello. Not sure. I got evil planet. Nowhere to go. So I'm going to maintain my distance from that planet.
Okay. Right now, the ship is developing an orbit around the planet.
Is there no moon, satellite, or other satellite?
It doesn't seem like it.
What does the sun look like? What kind of sun are we dealing with?
There is no sun.
Oh, so this is one of those weird roaming planets.
This is a roaming planet, but for some reason there is light coming off of the surface, almost like this is generating its own source of light. You can see around it, it is emanating an aura.
Something in it. It said hello. I guess I gotta go in. Let's shift to so we're probably in the closest to upper atmosphere. Let's go lower.
Okay.
See if I can't do a deeper scan closer to the planet.
You begin to move the ship forward, lowering towards the surface of this planet. Are you going to do another scan?
Yes.
Okay. You do another scan, and this time the scan picks up a bunch of Psyox text, and it begins to... It is kind of creepy, actually, as you read this text, and it says, "Welcome to my home. I have been waiting for you."
Buddy, are you sure there's no other coordinates in the database?
Negative. Would you like to plot in coordinates?
Yes. I would very much like to. But I don't got any.
I will see what I can find.
We can find?
I will search what I can.
Sounds good.
Liam. Liam.
Oh, yeah?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I have been waiting for you.
Buddy, don't talk like that.
Will you return to me with the
Who's
allies
me?
that you meet?
Could you repeat that last bit?
With the allies that you meet. Bring them to me.
Who's me?
I am. That's all it says.
Don't got a name, don't got a title, an address. You're kind of floating around as aimless as I am.
There is a plan. And it requires you.
You see, I'm not so much of working with strange planets. I'm pretty sure Mom told me not to talk to strange planets.
I will help you.
Help me with what?
Everything. Suddenly, your gun your gun is in the holster, and then you see a little flash of light from your gun, and you look down towards it. It is now rank 5. And you see it has been upgraded.
Creepy.
Return with the ones you call allies in 1 cycle's time.
And if I don't?
I will come to you. As that happens, you suddenly see the planet begins to open up with this bright light, and your eyes begin to get blinded. Go ahead and roll me an endurance check.
Endurance. There it is. Fortitude. That's a 4 plus a 4, so that's only an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yep.
You are completely blinded by this when suddenly your eyes start to come back too, and you look around. There's no planet in the viewer, and you hear Buddy say, "Coordinates have been saved."
Okay, buddy, are you okay again?
What do you mean? I am always okay.
You kind of had a stroke there and
Negative.
telling me to do some weird things. Allies.
I am your ally.
Yes, I think that he wanted meat.
Found coordinates. One
Ooh, nice.
set of coordinates appeared.
No other?
Negative.
All right. Let's keep going. Let's plug let's plug those numbers in.
Alrighty. Those numbers are read out to you by Buddy. Oh, yeah. So he says coordinate path VT-QF01 sector 001-1374. And as he says this, planet known as the Harborer. Estimated populace 3.4 billion. Organic terrestrial biome.
Nice. That sounds a lot better than what this is.
Current time to arrival 268 hours.
Not a lot of time. How's your upload, buddy?
Complete.
Nice. Let's so comm leak's done. How about that? Okay, so yeah, that seems to be everything. Let's just sleep that off.
You sleep that off.
Yeah,
All right. You begin
I
to
am currently weak.
sleep.
This time I take off the upper part of my chassis. A little more comfortable.
All right. As you sleep, you drift off into your dreams. Thankfully, the dreams aren't scary or anything like that. You are able
Yeah.
to sleep and rest, recovering any health, stamina, and energy you have lost. You also, you basically spend the next 11 days inside the ship. Anything specifically you want to do during that time?
No, I can't think of anything. I've kind of fixed everything I can.
Okay.
Um,
You're kind of just relaxing with Buddy. Buddy is teaching you certain things, like certain things that he got from the information about this world that you're going to,
okay.
and he's trying to teach you how to like live on this world if it's going to be your new home. But you know, it's coming from a robot that doesn't know how to do certain things.
How to greet.
Greet people like this. Hello there. Wave hand gesture. Then put hand down. Then put hand out. And shake other hand.
Hold hand out. Shake other hand.
You're like writing notes.
Oh, I wrote that down 'cause I want to do it.
And
What's his advice to make friends?
he says, would you like to know about the political structure of this world, the harbor?
Inner politics? I don't think I want to get involved in that. That doesn't sound fun, buddy.
Okay. Would you like to learn about the restaurants?
Ooh, let's do that.
And he begins to explain all the different types of food that you'll find on the harbor. And then he says there are 4 capital environments on the harbor.
Capital environments, what are those?
Capital environments are continents on the harbor. They consist of cultural establishments developed for nations of the harbor. The harbor is the head of the pillars of the core. A safe haven for refugees across the core. And he's just basically like explaining all this information to you. And then it starts telling you about the different types of food groups. And then
Nice.
says to avoid locations such as Vocryo, which is one of the capital environments. Says this area is rumored to be difficult to live due to the Nugonian populace.
What, Nugodian?
The Nugonian populace being being very supremacy, like they have a supremacist leaning, is what he says.
I wonder if I should share you my notes. Any other of places to avoid?
Pillar Command. This
What's
is
wrong
the
with
head command quarters of Core Command. Core Command has a neutral reputation due to the uprising against Core Command. A war has been waging across the command colonies for approximately 40 cycles.
We don't need to learn about that. Let's go back to the food. Let's go back to the fun.
He continues talking. He's like, noodles is a primary food group of the Vocaro command capital environment, and he begins to explain the different types of noodles. There's pastas, there's different like ramens, and
You don't want to call pasta a noodle. I've learned that the hard way.
pasta is a noodle.
It's not. I get lectured whenever I do it. I'm just saying, man.
Okay. And as he continues to explain the different food groups, he then asks you, would you like to know about the locations on the pillars where you can learn to craft new technology?
Sure, I could teach them a thing or two.
Vicronics is the pillar of advancement. Vicronics has Voss Industries, which is a company that subsidizes new startups for scientists, entrepreneurs, and all the like.
What was the name? Vox?
Voss Industries. VOS.
All right.
And
Oh, that was it?
yeah, he basically explains things to you over the course of the next 11 days. Any questions that you have about certain things. And then he then asks you, buddy, may I ask a question?
Oh, yeah, you betcha.
What will you do when you meet others like yourself?
I will say, how do you do? Raise my hand. Wave it. Put it down. Extend it. And shake the other hand.
Good. But how do you do is a strange greeting.
What's that? Oh, shoot, did I screw up?
How do you do implies that they are, that you want to know how they do things. You should say, hello there. My name is insert name here.
So, say hello. Here. Okay.
Say insert name
I
here.
believe I got it.
Oh god. Please. Please tell me that you're going to go up to them and be like, hello there, insert name here. And shake their hand.
He didn't say whose hand.
Yeah.
He said other hand.
Yes.
I have two hands.
And he says, good. Now, are you looking for any people in particular? Maybe some allies?
I don't like that tone of voice there, buddy.
What tone of voice?
Never mind. I don't know. I don't really have anywhere to go.
When you get there, you'll have everywhere to go.
That's a lot of nowhere.
But it is everywhere.
A little bit of everything.
Indeed. Buddy, I have done research on the Pillar of Vicroniax. There are things known as Sin Frames. Please roll me a lore check.
Sorry, I'm trying to spell crony.
Crony. Do you want me to send you the spelling of it?
No, I was literally spelling crony.
Oh.
Part of my notes are kind of just a reminder of how I want to say things.
Okay.
Rather than what's actually real. So, like, you were right about the insert name here. I was going to do that. But also, because he said he didn't say anything to imply shaking anyone else's hand. Just shake other hand.
Yes.
So my notes indicate, like, yeah, shake the other hand.
Wave and then shake your hand. God. It's going to be really fun.
He told me that's how you greet.
Yep.
So yes.
Go ahead and roll a lore check.
I'm writing down Vicrony. Crony.
Vicrony?
What? Yeah. What kind of check?
A lore.
Lore. You know, that 12 to intellect is going to really help with these rolls. Okay, I don't have anything anymore. That's a 13.
Okay, you recall the term sin frame before. Whenever you would talk to your mom, apparently she knew things about sin frames. You're not sure to the extent, but you've heard the term spoken to you before. And you hear Buddy say, I have been doing research on Vicroniax about the sin frames that are manufactured on the pillar.
Sin.
I want one.
Honestly, I'm more surprised that you want.
I don't understand it either.
All right. We can give you a little body.
Please.
Might be less cramped than the little box I gave you.
You have noticed something about Buddy. Since your encounter with that planet, he has, like, it feels like he's developing a bit of a personality.
Have I really noticed it, or am I just not thinking about it?
I mean, that's up to you. But it the way he talks every now and then, it does sound like he's developing some kind of personality.
He's not going rampant, is he?
You're not sure. You can always ask him.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you know.
So we're heading to harbor. I got an evil planet that wants meat.
I want meat.
I don't know if I don't know if it was the connection or I just misheard because I heard it wanted meat.
It wanted to meet your allies.
You know, that was a weird experience. I don't know. I'm going to keep those notes. Evil
Okay.
planet wants meat.
Wants meat.
I think that'll work out. I think I'll remember.
Yeah. Over this time, about probably about 10 marks have passed, I would say. So
Sorry, but how much is a mark? So
a day. It's basically
roughly a year.
It's a day. A mark is a day.
Okay, marks are days. Okay.
Yeah. Cycle is like a year inside.
Yeah, isn't it longer than a year?
It is. It is technically longer than a year, but it's like a part of the calendar of the entire universe.
For a standard. Okay.
But you are approaching the location of what seems to be a quantum force that is labeled on the actual systems and in the bridge. It says quantum force approaching. And it's going to be approaching in about 4 hours or so.
What's a quantum force?
It is a large gateway that travels through the quantum realm and allows you to instantly transport across basically the universe.
Sounds good.
And as you reach this quantum force, we're going to end the session there and continue next time with your final session being your landing on the harbor. I thank you for listening to A New Squad. Be sure to check out the official New Age livestream, streaming bi-weekly Tuesdays on Twitch. A link will be found in the description of this episode. And if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.